Hey everybody, it's Rob with Tesla Crusader, and today I'm really excited because I get to install something I've been wanting to do for a little while. I had a smaller version of this and it looked okay, but I've got the right size now, so I'm going to go ahead and install this on my car, and it's going to give it a really nice look to it. And what it is, it's an luminescent light tape. You may have seen some of these before, and when I put it into my dashboard, it'll light up, kind of give that Tron effect, if you will. It's red, so it matches my car. They make them in multiple colors: green, blue, yellow. You can get them various places. eBay has the best selection because Amazon sells them, but they're only 3 meters, and that's where I bought it originally. It was too small. They didn't make it all the way around, and it just kind of looked weird. So I got a 5-meter version, and hopefully this version will wrap all the way around the way I want it to. So with that, I'm going to get it started here, and I'll start installing here shortly. And here's the IL tape that I was talking about. What it is it's a LED light tape called luminescent tape. They have a tape version and then a wire version. For the purpose of what we're doing here, I got the wire version. It's a little bit thicker, and what I'll do is I'll slide it into the grooves on my dashboard. They come in a couple different flavors. They have different colors. They have red, this one. They have green, blue, yellow, various different colors, thicknesses, lengths, things like that. I tried buying it off of Amazon, but Amazon, believe it or not, only sells a 3 meter, and that's not going to be long enough for what I wanted to do with it. So I got this off of eBay. This is a 5-meter version. 4 meters. And it's the USB. Like I said, they come with USB, battery, and a Molex connector, as well as a cigarette lighter. I got the USB version, so I can just plug this into the USB port in the car. As you can see, pull it out of the package. It's simple packaging. And there's a little quick release here for the USB cable, and it goes from there. So I'm going to take off this, that off, and kind of show it to you. So that's it right there. Like I said, they have a wire version where it's just a round wire, and you can use that for various purposes, but for what I'm doing here today, it's not going to work, and it just won't work. So let me get started on this, and we'll get this installed. So what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to run it through my dashboard. There's ways you can run it through the side of your car here. Take off this panel here, run it down, go through under your seat, things like that. I don't want to do that. You can maybe run it under your dash this way. I don't want to do that either. So what I found is that one of the easier ways to do it is you can take the end here, and right through here there's a notch right here, and that actually goes into your cubby here. So I found out that out the hard way. Why? Because my phone got cut in there one day. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this end here and feed it through. And if this takes too long, we'll cut the video and do the short version, because it's a little hard because you have to stick your hand in here and then feed it through here. So if we're lucky, I might be able to get it on the first try. You want to close the door part way. I felt it. And I'm reaching in with my hand, my right hand, and just trying to feed it through with my left here. And we're back, and I got it successfully installed. It just took me a couple of minutes there. I just don't want to waste your time with that. The trick I found to getting it installed was I actually hooked the tape like this, fed it through, wrapped my finger around it, just pulled it through. And once I did that, I was able to get it in. And here we are. Fed all the way through. I can now plug this into my USB port here in the console. Plug in the end here. And it's lit up. Can't really see it right now on camera, but it is lit up. So you can just feed that through. And the reason why I did this is I will show you in just a moment, was to give me a good starting point for wrapping this around my dashboard. All right, so now we've got the cable run. I can do the install of the IL tape now, and it's really, really easy to install. You just want to, it's real thin, so you can just stick this through. There's a gap here on the dash in between the trim, and this just slides right in. You may need to use your finger a little bit to get in there, but once it's in there, you can just start feeding it through like this. See how it just slides in like that? And I'll just kind of tuck it in with my finger. Right, and you can see why I wanted to start it here, because right here is a very good starting point. And then come get through down. Again, it slides right in there. And it wraps it around the corner here. Our steering wheel here. You want to make it have it snug, otherwise the cable might warp on you. So you try and get it as snug as you can, as taut as you can. And here we go. You just slide it in, slide it down. Literally just that fast. And then when you come to the edge here, you can fold it up on the edge, nice and tight, really tight here, and just pop it in there like that. That's it. You just tight and streamlined as you can, and then go ahead and just keep feeding it along the edge. Oops. And a little too low. There we go. And then up and over and around. In, and then there's a gap here, so there's no, you don't have to tuck it in, you just try and keep it taut so it looks straight. And then feed it back in over here. Like that. And if you are able to just slide it through with your finger, you can do that. Alright, so just keep running this along the edge, and if you can really, if you got it in there right, you just push it with your thumb and it just feeds along inside. Alright, untwist here. So now, coming along the corner here, I did this on the other side, you probably didn't have a good view of it, but here, just try and make it as tight of a corner as you can. It's fairly flexible. Again, just slide into the groove there. So if you do just like that, and there we go. Again, there we go. You can tug and pull, and don't worry about breaking it. It takes a little pressure to break it. And it can be cut to length if you need to. If you want, you could cut it right here and have that be the end of it. If you want to also run it from the start over there, just at the top half of the dash, you can. You have a lot of options with this stuff. Push it in, push it in. Push it in. And it's installed, but as you can see, I have a little left over. So what I'll end up doing is I'm just going to cut it to wherever I want to cut it at, wherever it makes sense. All right, so now I've got the tape installed all the way around my dash. I don't know if you can quite see it, but it is turned on right now. In fact, I'm going to turn it off just so you can see if you notice it. It's on, off, on, off, on. So again, if you get blue, you might see it a little bit differently. One thing to note is that during the day, this looks a little orangish tint. So it's not totally red during the day, and so personal preference. If you don't like it, obviously don't put it on. But it's okay, and so it adds a little bit of trim during the day because it looks nice, so you can actually see it during the daytime. So it's not something that you're not going to see during the day. So to cut it, pair of scissors, and literally just cut it. I'm going to cut this a little bit long so that in case I want to adjust it or make any tweaks to it, I can. And then I'll cut to the final spot once I get the final positioning done. But for the video, I want to do it as quick as I can. So to cut it, cut. That's it. You cut it to size. Plug it in. It's turned on. You can seal the end. Maybe put a dab of hot glue on the end or something like that. Otherwise, it's just going to tuck in, right, like that, for my need. And I'm just going to actually tuck it under the dash for now. It actually looks pretty good like that, so I may just leave it at that length. And if you want to uninstall it and remove it for whatever reason, you want to do some maintenance, clean the car, whatever, it's really easy. Just pull it off. Slide back in when you're ready to get it back in there. And in my case, I'm just going to tuck that back under there. I may not even have to trim it up. It kind of looks nice like that. So I'll kind of keep an eye on that and see how that goes. Again, this is a really nice product. I'm really happy with this. It cost about $11 on eBay. You add some tax and shipping and things like that on top of that. You can get them for a little bit cheaper, a little bit more. Like say on Amazon, you can get 3-meter lengths, different colors, things like that. So I definitely recommend this. I think it's a wonderful product. Let's see how long it lasts. See the longevity of it. If you need a longer cable, you can get a USB extender, maybe run it to the back, USB ports, things like that, or use your cigarette lighter. You have options. So with that, I think we're going to wrap up this project. Thank you very much for watching. If you're in the market for a Tesla, for the next few days, you can still use my referral code. I'll put the link of that in the description. And thanks again for watching. Have a great day. Keep on cruising.